What's up everyone, my name is Michael and welcome to Box Mining Daily. So let's start the day by checking on the price of Bitcoin.
It's over 9,000!
Yup, we made it guys, it's over 9,000. That is a crazy record for Bitcoin, all-time high yet again. So we're going to start off with the market analysis first, second by a trend that one of my viewers have noticed, and that is Segwit coin seems to be up to date. Decred, Vertcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin, they're all up. We also have some news from the Bitcoin Gold front. It seems that the download page for Bitcoin Gold wallet has been compromised, and for 36 hours there was a kind of suspicious versions floating around. So I'm going to take a look at that, followed by Bitcoin going mainstream. So why is it over 9,000? Well, it seems like there is lots of mainstream attention from Bitcoin right now. There's reports that Coinbase has now more users than Charles Schwab. Wow. So I'd like to say that before we start that everything covered here is my personal opinion and not financial advice. So starting off with the market recap, Bitcoin is on a straight arrow up to the moon, 9,021 guys. That is one insane record for cryptocurrency and for Bitcoin. It takes a market cap of crypto all the way up to $284 billion. That's no small figure guys. That's a lot of money here, and it's been growing like people pointed out. I think people are pointing out on Twitter that Bitcoin went from 1,000 to 9,000.
Over 9,000! Over 9,000!
So that's almost 10x growth guys. I do want to say, of course, whilst we're all ecstatic here, it's important to be vigilant. You know, the cryptocurrency prices are extremely volatile, and for that reason you should never put in more than you can afford to lose. So let's take a look at who's trading today. Well, Bitfinex is trading at a lot. Bithumb 6%. This is probably the least for Korean volume. We've seen Korea go up to 10% of the global trade volume for Bitcoin. So Bitfinex, GDAX, there were some jokes that, well, what are you gonna do on Thanksgiving? People just share stories of their cryptocurrency successes, and maybe that's prompting a lot of people to buy Bitcoin. But whatever the reason, it is up now. We also have Ethereum sticking to 460, so that's still quite high. It had a major rally yesterday from all the way up to 4,000 all the way up to 4,060. So that's pretty insane. We do have Bitcoin Cash crawling up as well. So overall, it does seem like the cryptocurrency markets are growing. So one of my viewers, Crypto Mind, pointed out that all the Segwit coins are growing. So if you look at Bitcoin, Segwit, Litecoin has Segwit. We also have Decred also has Segwit. Decred 8% today, and of course Vertcoin. Vertcoin is up 23%. So it seems like the coins with Segwit are growing. There is news that apparently there's tests of the Lightning network, and Decred is going to implement some features for Lightning as well. So I guess that there's a lot of anticipation for Lightning and how the system can potentially solve the scaling issues on Bitcoin. The thing is, of course, it's still unproven, but it's very, very exciting technology. So if you guys don't know what Lightning is, I strongly encourage you guys to take a look and try to see what they're trying to do with it. In terms of Vertcoin as well, Vertcoin is trading on Upbit, a Korean exchange, so that might be another reason why it's going up quite a bit as well. 20% is quite a lot for Vertcoin, and I do know you guys there's a lot of Vertcoin fans on this channel. Every time I do a live show, there's always talk about Vertcoin. So I'm finally going to talk about it, and I'll probably do a video on Vertcoin very soon just to cover what is Vertcoin. Next up, we have Bitcoin Gold. They're making the news yet again with a critical warning this time. So it seems that the Windows wallet installer that was on their GitHub download page has been compromised. So they issued out a critical warning to everyone on the mailing list, and they pretty much put that out here on the website as well. So what happened was, for around 36 hours, a malicious version of their Windows wallet was being distributed. There has been quite a lot of scandals involving the stability of the Bitcoin Gold network. The reason for this is because, well, Bitcoin Gold might not be worth so much, but Bitcoin is worth a lot. So if you load up your Bitcoin keys on Bitcoin Gold wallets, then there's a potential that they might be stolen. So if you downloaded the wallet around recently, I think you should definitely check it up and maybe even update this. If you have a Ledger Nano S, I made a video on how to claim your Bitcoin Gold from your Ledger Nano S. It involves installing a little application on there The reason why this is a little bit safer is because, well, you're not sending your private key for Bitcoin, but this doesn't guarantee that there aren't replay attacks that are potentially possible on this network. So do be very, very careful and investigate how to do this properly, because right now I think there's a lot of people who want to cash out their Bitcoin Gold or even just transfer it. But the problem is there are definitely stability issues with the network and even with the client that the developers provided themselves as well. So just be very, very careful on why this is absolutely crucial. If you input your Bitcoin private key into an unknown wallet, there's a chance that this might be stolen and sent to malicious hackers that will just steal all those funds. It's funny to note as well that whilst this is big news, this hasn't really impacted the price of Bitcoin Gold. So right now it's still worth around $351. So there's still a lot of interest in forks, and even Bitcoin Diamond that we're talking about yesterday, it's still quite a lot. It's worth almost $80, which, because it was at a 1-to-10 ratio, 1 Bitcoin will yield you 10 Bitcoin Diamond at the fork. So this is technically worth 800. So that's quite a lot, guys. So forks are definitely quite successful this year, and I'm definitely going to cover a few more forks because, well, it seems like the gates are open. In terms of Bitcoin going mainstream, so they have done analysis and saw that Coinbase has 13 million users. So Coinbase is largely based in US and in UK, and they do a lot of the KYC AML stuff. That's why it's very popular for people to convert in US or in the UK to convert fiat into crypto via Coinbase. Well, Coinbase has 13 million people right now. That's a ridiculous number of people, and that's actually more than Charles Schwab. So that's more than a brokerage. There's definitely a lot of mainstream attention in Bitcoin cryptocurrency this year. You know, I went to a lot of crypto events. I took you guys and showed you guys the crypto events, and we definitely see a lot of people asking, you know, what is Bitcoin? What is blockchain? What is all this? What's the advantages of this? There's a lot of beginner questions here because people are trying to understand the essence of Bitcoin. So definitely this year, a lot of interest. Is very, very different dynamic from the start of the year. Every pretty much month has been a different episode in cryptocurrencies. So right now, of course, the upcoming news is always, there's an expectation that there's going to be a lot more interest after the listing from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So there's a lot of hype going on, and that's probably one of the reasons why Bitcoin is pushing to new highs. And that's it from me today, guys. So I do want to thank CryptoMine for spotting the SegWit coins rising. CryptoMine also has his own website. He's selling a lot of mining gear. So if you want to take a look at that, he's offering a 10% Black Friday discount today. And also, of course, yesterday I talked about the Ledger discount for 21% off the Ledger Nano S. So it's a good time to pick one of those up if you don't guys have it already. The advantage of it is because you store your private key inside the device and it never leaves the device, and that's why it won't be compromised. Of course, you do notice that storing it safely is very important, so I have a video and a little guide up here to read up on how to do that. Yesterday, I saw a lot of people commenting about price. I think over here it's listed as 45 euros, but if you're in America, it will be listed in US dollars, which will be around 50 something dollars. I will put a link for this down below, and using that link will help the channel a little bit. And of course, it costs you nothing extra. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I'd love to hear what you want me to cover next week as well. Next week is going to be a lot of activity to me. I'm trying to finish up the Walton video and of course do more videos as well. I'm trying to get the basic attention guys as well onto this channel to talk about basic attention token. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Remember to click the little subscribe button and the little notification bell to be notified of new videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.